Here's an example of a first model Luftwaffe dagger. You can see it has leather covering on both the grip and the scabbard here. I wanted to show you this example so you get an idea of how some of these relics of the Reich really tend to disintegrate and fall victim to weathering over the years when improperly stored. I don't even know if that's denazified or if it's just oxidized off. Well, you have to ask yourself, why would someone remove the swastika on the pommel and leave the one on the crossguard perfectly intact, still yellow? So I have a feeling that the metal on the pommel just reacted poorly over the years, and you can barely even make out that there was anything on there. You can see all the different types of weathering that this thing has undergone, but I wanted to emphasize how the first model Luftwaffe and their leather covering is really susceptible to weathering. Look at this, completely split, cracked, just hanging on here. And that could be a problem, obviously, for the demand on pieces like this by the collector. Now, the grip was wrapped in this blue Moroccan leather as well, but it had a series of wire coils wrapped around it, so it seemed to stand the test of time. But this scabbard here is a different story. Notice how the fittings seem to withstand nicely. It's because you're going to have different metal than the crossguard here. Different sort of plating. Now let's take a look at the blade. I bet you didn't see that coming. The blade is in fairly good condition. It was well preserved inside this scabbard. The scabbard took the brunt of the abuse or the weathering and protected the blade over all these years. So even though you have this real beaten up piece, the blade seems to be in pretty darn good shape, and you can see that WKC infamous maker mark with the knight on it. So I just wanted to show you guys a common encounter with collecting real beat up pieces but fairly well preserved blades. A nice look at a first model Luftwaffe dagger by WKC.